This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. By tomorrow night, the decision could be announced regarding the tenure of General Prayut as Prime Minister of Thailand, with the Constitutional Court expected to hold a special hearing on Thursday. We should know, at least by the weekend, whether Prayut will be allowed to continue or whether his term of office has expired. This all based on the translation of an 8-year rule within the Constitution. With General Pravit currently covering as temporary Prime Minister, either way, a general election is due within months. 8 years ago, a 25-year-old woman went missing. It made local news and then the story disappeared, as she was never discovered. Only her mother did her best on her own to find her daughter, but to no avail. This week, though, it was established that the woman had been lying in the morgue of a forensic science institute for the full 8 years that she's been missing. All thanks to a non-government organisation, the Mirror Foundation. This, as some of their team had taken DNA samples from the mother and worked with officials finally to get a match. Sadly, the unknown lady had been stabbed and dumped in a river. For the family now, closure for sure, along with a Buddhist ritual funeral. As the operators of a huge crypto Ponzi scheme in Thailand are reported to have fled the country with their ill-gotten gains, so the Technology Crime Suppression Division of the police has begun seizing assets. So far, the list includes properties, luxury cars, Harley-Davidson bikes and more. P Minor Cryptocurrency Group had long been under investigation after so-called investors complained to police that their 80,000 baht savings, promised to reap them 30,000 baht profit quickly, had disappeared into the ether. When the ex-husband of a Thai woman in Buriram heard that she'd set herself a goal of meeting a Western man, he got drunk and went to visit her with a knife. Jumping the garden wall, he met up with his mother-in-law, stabbing her viciously before going on to try and find his errant spouse. Only his sons begging him to stop put paid to his plans to kill her. He escaped, cops caught him, and the ex, well, she's pressing charges. And the most polite of gold robbers was nabbed this week. It seems a 40-year-old had asked to see numerous pieces of jewellery before settling on one worth 300,000 baht in a shop. Staff were already on edge as he'd taken ages to choose. He simply then asked, "May I have this?" and legged it. Members of the public and mole security soon had him surrounded. The gold was returned, and he, well, police asked him if he wouldn't mind accompanying them to the local police cells. Meanwhile at home, and Pattaya's mayor has promised that the unfinished outdoor sports stadium adjacent to the completed and regularly used indoor stadium will finally be completed, albeit taking on a few more years. Blighted by budgets, dubious contract companies, COVID and more, the arena resembles an alien version of a Greek amphitheatre ruin right now. That, we're told, will be fixed, but at a cost. The indoor stadium has been the centre of local sports for over a decade now, regularly seeing events held there. The outdoor venue, begun in 2008, is an embarrassment. As Pattaya hosted the 7th Aerobic Gymnastics Asian Championship, gold went to a Thai in the dance competition, with 2 other medals going to Thais too. Nationally, Thailand came 3rd in the event, which welcomed competitors from all around Asia. In Chonburi, the cause of death of a young girl found abandoned in a school bus after no one noticed that she was in it has initially been attributed to heat stroke. Teachers, drivers and staff failed to notice that while she'd got on the morning bus, she hadn't got off, and only later in the afternoon was she found as the bus was needed again for the homeward journey. The Secretary of the Justice Ministry also clarified that no other abnormalities other than signs of excessive heat stroke were found on the child. An investigation by the Office of Private Education Commission into the lack of safety provision within the school is underway. One tourist from the Indian subcontinent has had a less than enjoyable 2 days of his holiday. This after a 43-year-old Thai woman filed charges against him for pinching her bottom in Walking Street. Perhaps drunk, the man made the classic mistake of assuming that every female he meets here is dazzled by his personality and wallet. CCTV is said to show the man approaching her. Police acted on a complaint and hauled him in for questioning. Word is that she turned down a financial settlement to make the issue go away, and police, well, they're likely to file charges. The fine, not so high, but his mug is likely to feature in his home country media, bringing shame on his family for sure. Technically, touching a woman inappropriately is sexual assault, and she's determined that the police will follow through with taking him to court. Rain through the night and early morning storms have seen the usual city areas with minor flooding. Avoiding the Sukhumvit and railway road will make your journey easier for sure, as the rains will continue through the day. And with the Met Office promising highs today of just 29 degrees in the shade, dropping down to 24, and flash storms at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.